You know, there are those who wonder if Gordon Hayward can lead a team to the promised land. However, as just a sophomore, he led a non-powerhouse college to a championship game. So, in fact, they were just one basket away from winning it all.
Now here's Dragic. Nicholas Batum unable to get his shot to go.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Dragic against Lillard. Picked by Vucevic. Lee is screen on Dragic. Lillard dishes to Lee. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. He feeds it to Lillard. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Lillard's got his first basket.
Really nice way to get your first bucket of the day.
Dragic with it. Lillard picks him up. Diaw sets the pick for Dragic. Now the dish to Hayward. Off target with his three. Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Martin kicks to Lillard. Back to Martin. He dishes it to Vucevic. Shakes him. Shot is no good. Excellent D there from Okafor. Now here's Dragic. Pass to Diaw. The feed to Hayward. Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
My goodness, that was almost a circus-like dunk.
Now here's Lillard. Lee is screen on Dragic. Lillard attacking. Offensive rebound.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
No good from Wade.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's Lee. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Dragic the pass to Wade. And now running it up the court. Martin pushing it up.
You can see the importance of that steal. I mean, really a 4-point turnaround with the conversion at the other end right there.
Yeah, the importance of the defense there. Instead of giving up the bucket and having that 5-point deficit, all of a sudden, we got a tie ball game.
Here is Hayward. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Dragic dishes to Hayward. Pulls up, high post. Lillard with the rebound.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
Yeah, and I think the quickness of the closeout really threw him off. Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide-open opportunities.
The Nuggets missed the postseason again last year. Never really had a good look at it and just fell in back of the pack.
And it's the second straight year of not playing playoff basketball in Denver. This coming on the heels of 10 straight bursts between 04 and 13.
And, you know, for Denver, historically, they've enjoyed a lot of success for a long time. Missing the playoffs consecutively might have been the wake-up call they needed to try something different going forward.
A different look for Utah. Stoudemire comes in for Okafor. And Brandon Bass subbed in for Boris Diaw. Dragic kicks to Bass. Dragic the pass to Bass. Bass with a screen for Wade. Dishes to Dragic. The shot by Hayward, wide open. Another miss by Utah.
And listen, it's sometimes really hard for teams like the Nuggets to know when to rebuild. So while they weren't quite sure what they had coming into last season, by the end of it, they had a clear idea of what direction they needed to head into for the future.
That's a 2 from Lillard. Again, the miss by Lillard. For the Utah Jazz, they come in off a loss to the Warriors in Oakland. Out of bounds, Denver takes possession.
I'll tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Utah. Robinson comes in for Goran Dragic. Vucevic a screen on Robinson. Lillard against Robinson. On the wing, Batum. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Plain one-hand flush. I love it.
Clark, I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike.
Yeah, the one hand lets you get up higher.
No doubt about it. At least it looks like that from this angle.
Now here's Wade. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Trying to get back on track. They retain possession. The jumper from the free throw line is good.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending it.
Here's Lillard after the made shot from Dwayne Wade. Robinson with it. Lillard picks him up. Robinson kicks to Bass. Pass to Wade. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it. And, you know, for Brandon Bass, such a big asset to Boston last year, and they're pushed to make the playoffs, especially after the Celtics have traded away several key veterans. His toughness, his strong mid-range game, that all helped.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Nuggets. And going back to Brandon Bass, he was Boston's only enforcer down low once Sullinger went out with the broken foot. At that point, Greg, no one thought the Celtics would make the playoffs, but Bass helped push them in.
And last season, one of the most meaningful in Bass's career in terms of his contributions really counting toward the bottom line. A lifetime role player, the outcomes of many games last year were swayed by how well he performed.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And Utah with a change here, too. Will Barton, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. Here's Galloway, guarded by Robinson. Here's Muhammad. And another miss by Denver.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
And, Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, with that emphatic slam.
And, guys, that'll get his heart rate up a little bit, I can tell you that. Watch out. He can be a dangerous player when his motor is revved up that way.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
The Nuggets trail. Fires the three. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. Muhammad's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Robinson dishes to Barton. Feeds it to Bass. Stoudemire, the screen. Kicks to Robinson. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Here's Bass, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Give and take, back and forth, the whole way thus far.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Galloway. And that one comes up a bit short.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Bass, a screen on Gordon. And that one's good. Barton's got his second basket of the night.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Gordon with the screen for Muhammad. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Barton. No good on that last second attempt there. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Jazz lead by 3. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
And also knocking down the mid-range because they're making good decisions with the basketball.
Utah Jazz saw one of the biggest year-to-year improvements in the league last season. The big part of that, of course, was their play on the road.
And, you know, Kevin, they nearly doubled their road wins from last season by getting 17 away from home. And I thought they progressively got better as the season wore on.
We've got Bogdanovic. Nurkic is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Caspi. And it's Galloway in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Screen by Nurkic. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist.
And for the Jazz on the road, they look to be a team built around defense now moving forward. That should bode well for their prospects as a tough matchup as a visitor.
And the call will be against Langston Galloway. That's his first foul. Stoudemire, the screen. Outside Dragic. 6 to shoot. To the inside. Stolen by Gordon.
Their turnovers are really prominent. I know they're leading, but eventually it's going to catch up to them if they keep wasting possession.
Undisciplined with the ball leads to unforced turnovers, no doubt about it.
As you said with the Jazz, I mean, defense travels very well in the NBA. Teams that find ways to grind out road wins do it with really solid defense. Jazz fans have a lot to look forward to with this group.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Vucevic checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Lee comes in for Gordon. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Caspi. And Lillard subbed in for Langston Galloway.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
Here's Wade. Following the basket by Nicholas Batum. Wade kicks to Dragic. Hayward on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Passes it to Bass. Another miss by Utah. Denver shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Lillard with it. Wade picks him up. Outside Batum. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Kevin Martin, he's checked in for Bogdanovic. Utah also making some changes. Okafor comes in for Amari Stoudemire. And Boris Diaw is subbed for Brandon Bass. Now here's Hayward. Nicholas Batum unable to get his shot to go. Pick by Okafor.